Good morning, everyone. I'm excited to welcome you all today to our presentation. Today, we'll be exploring the RCube Now platform at GHS SPKM. This platform is designed for students, teachers, parents, and other stakeholders to discover more about themselves and boost academic performance. Over the next few slides, we'll take a closer look at how RCube Now can help enhance our educational experience. Let's get started. Let's take a moment to look at the table of contents for this presentation. Here, we've outlined the key areas we'll be exploring. First, we'll start with Idea EVOLVED, which is about how our concept has developed over time. Then, we'll move into implementation, where we'll discuss how we put our ideas into action. Next, RESPO and SES will cover how stakeholders and users reacted to our initiatives. After that, we'll examine the OUTCLMES, showcasing the results we've achieved. Following that, BEHAVORALCHANGS will highlight how this work has influenced behaviors and routines. Finally, we'll discuss LIMIETUNS, acknowledging areas where we face challenges or where there's room for improvement. This structure helps us stay focused and ensures we cover everything systematically, tying everything back to the overall theme of progress and impact. So on this slide, we're exploring how the idea has evolved over time. What I want to emphasize is that ideas rarely start out perfect. They develop through research, feedback, and a lot of iteration. As we progress through the project, you'll see how initial concepts were refined and adapted to better meet our goals. This evolution is a key part of innovation. It shows how flexibility and openness to change can lead to stronger, more effective solutions. Connecting this to our overall theme, it highlights the importance of being adaptable and continuously improving in any creative or strategic process. So, as my idea evolved, I came across the scheme of BALA, which stands for Building as Learning Aid. This concept really resonated with me because it encourages using the school environment itself as a learning resource. So, we decided to put this idea into action by utilizing the available space in our school. Our plan was to establish a dedicated Research-cum-Resource Room, which we named RCube, at GPS Sarum. The RCube became an important venue where students could share their contributions and showcase their work. And it wasn't just for the students. It was also a space to involve parents and community members, creating a bridge between the school and the wider community. This aligns with the overall theme of transforming the learning environment into a dynamic, engaging space that fosters curiosity and collaboration. Something new is happening here, and it's exciting to see how it involves everyone. When I talk about Student Explorer, I mean empowering students to take charge of their learning journey. They become active participants, discovering new ideas and developing their skills through exploration. For Teacher Explorer, it's about teachers stepping into a new role, guiding, mentoring, and facilitating learning rather than just delivering information. It's a shift towards a more dynamic, student-centered approach. And when we look at Parent Community Explorer, we see the importance of involving families and the wider community in this educational adventure. Their support and engagement create a richer environment for learning and growth. Overall, this slide highlights a shared movement toward exploration and discovery at all levels: students, teachers, and families, making education a collaborative, exciting journey for everyone involved. In addition to the regular classroom activities, we also focused on several thematic areas during free periods or extra time. One of these was life skills, where students learn by solving real-life problems, making the learning practical and relevant. We also emphasized value education through puppetry, which helps students understand and internalize important values in an engaging way. Creating artistic talents is another key area. We encourage students to explore their creativity through various art forms. Scientific temper is fostered by experimenting with different concepts, which promotes curiosity and a hands-on understanding of science. Some of the common activities in this space include postcard making, puppet shows, drawing, singing, solving puzzles, engaging in free talk sessions at the podium, craft work, and even preparing simple teaching learning material. Over time, we evolved these ideas to create a vibrant environment where learning extends beyond textbooks, nurturing well-rounded development in our students. Let's talk about implementation. This is really where the ideas start to become reality. First, it's crucial to develop a clear plan that outlines all the steps needed to put our strategy into action. We want to make sure everyone involved understands their roles and responsibilities. Next, we should consider the resources required, whether it's time, personnel, or technology, and ensure they're available and allocated effectively. Communication is key during implementation. Keeping all stakeholders informed helps prevent misunderstandings and keeps everyone aligned with our goals. We also need to monitor progress regularly, so we can identify any issues early on and make adjustments as needed. Remember, successful implementation isn't just about following a plan. It's about being adaptable and proactive. Connecting this back to our overall theme, effective implementation is what transforms our ideas into tangible results, driving the project forward and achieving the impact we're aiming for. Let's take a look at this example, where we chose a classroom that wasn't previously used in pedagogy. The idea here is to explore spaces that haven't traditionally been part of the teaching environment. By doing this, we open up new possibilities for how learning can take place. Sometimes, the physical environment plays a crucial role in shaping the learning experience. If we stick only to conventional classrooms, we might limit creativity and engagement. So, selecting a space that hasn't been used before encourages us to think outside the box and consider alternative learning settings. This approach connects to our overall theme of innovating in education and finding new ways to enhance student engagement and understanding. It's about challenging the status quo and seeing how different environments can foster better learning outcomes. So, for this part of the project, we established a puppet theater right in the center of the room. This setup was intentional because it creates a focal point that naturally draws people in. By placing the theater centrally, we're encouraging interaction and making the experience more immersive. It also serves as a versatile space where various performances or storytelling sessions can take place, fostering a sense of community and engagement. This aligns perfectly with our overall theme of creating an inviting, interactive environment that sparks creativity and connection among visitors. Today, I want to share with you a key moment from my teaching journey. I exhibited my TLMs, or teaching and learning materials, in one side of the classroom. This was a deliberate choice to create a visual and interactive display for my students. By doing this, I aim to make the learning environment more engaging and accessible. It's important to highlight that showcasing these materials helps students connect theory with practice, making the lessons more meaningful. This approach also encourages active participation and curiosity among learners. Overall, displaying my TLMs in the classroom supports the broader goal of enhancing teaching effectiveness and student understanding. As you can see here, we've placed the casted science kit box in one corner of the slide. This visual is really important because it gives you a clear idea of what the actual kit looks like, helping to make the connection between the concept and its real-world application. Highlighting the box emphasizes the tangible aspect of our science kit, which is designed to make learning both engaging and accessible. When we talk about the overall theme of how hands-on tools enhance scientific understanding, this kit serves as a perfect example of that. It's not just about theory. It's about giving learners a chance to explore, experiment, and truly understand science in a practical way. Now, over on the other side of the classroom, you can see a variety of source books displayed. These resources are thoughtfully selected for students, teachers, and parents alike. The idea here is to create a supportive environment where everyone has access to valuable information and guidance. For students, these books offer tools to enhance their learning and develop new skills. For teachers, they serve as valuable references to improve lesson planning and instructional methods. And for parents, these resources help them better understand how to support their children's education at home. This setup highlights the importance of a collaborative approach, where students, teachers, and parents all work together, supported by the right materials. It ties directly into our overall theme of fostering a well-equipped, engaged learning community. Now, let's take a closer look at the provided space of the activity area. This is the designated zone where students, teachers, parents, and others will come together to engage in various activities. It's essentially the hub for interaction and participation, designed to foster collaboration and community. By clearly defining this space, we ensure everyone knows where to perform their activities, which helps in organizing events smoothly. This area plays a crucial role in supporting our overall goal of creating an engaging and inclusive environment. When everyone understands and respects this designated space, it enhances the effectiveness of our programs and encourages active involvement from all stakeholders. Now, let's look at how different groups have responded to this initiative. When it comes to students, teachers, parents, and the community as a whole, we've seen some really encouraging trends. Many students have started becoming more involved as volunteers, showing a willingness to give back and take ownership of their learning environment. Teachers have actively participated as well, supporting these efforts and integrating volunteer activities into their teaching strategies. Parents have expressed appreciation for these initiatives, recognizing the positive impact on their children and the community. And the community at large has supported these efforts, creating a more collaborative and engaged environment. Overall, these responses highlight the importance of collective effort and how everyone playing their part can truly make a difference. This aligns perfectly with our broader goal of fostering a more participatory and supportive educational culture. Now let's take a look at the outcomes we've achieved. First, interest was established. This is crucial because it shows we successfully captured attention and sparked curiosity. Next, involvement followed, meaning participants didn't just observe, they engaged actively. This involvement is key to deepening their understanding and investment. We also saw that participants were able to participate without fear, which is so important because it fosters a safe environment for learning and experimentation. When people feel comfortable, they're more likely to take risks and explore new ideas. Finally, the activities help them create various talents. This highlights the development of diverse skills and abilities, which is ultimately what we aim for in these programs. All of these outcomes tie back to our overall goal of fostering confidence, curiosity, and skill development in a supportive setting. Let's talk about the behavioral changes we observed. First, all the students became very eager to participate. You could see their enthusiasm and willingness to engage in activities without hesitation. They spoke out without any fear, which is a significant shift from earlier. We also noticed that slow learners started gaining mastery over various activities we conducted, showing real progress and increased confidence. It's encouraging to see how these interventions help them overcome challenges. The co-teacher played a vital role here, working collaboratively with us to support the students effectively. Their teamwork made a big difference in creating a positive learning environment. Parents also got involved by being exposed to their children's talents in front of them. This not only boosted the kids' confidence, but also strengthened the home-school connection. And finally, community members were supported in many positive ways, contributing to the overall success of these behavioral changes. It's inspiring to see how community involvement enhances the learning experience. All these points together highlight how a collaborative, inclusive approach can lead to meaningful behavioral growth in students. Let's take a moment to consider some of the limitations we faced during this project. First, availability was a key challenge. Resources and personnel weren't always accessible when we needed them, which sometimes slowed down progress. The pandemic period also had a significant impact, disrupting workflows and making coordination more difficult than usual. Because of these disruptions, modifications to our initial plans were often necessary to adapt to the changing circumstances. Another important point is the need for continuous support. Ongoing assistance is essential to keep everything running smoothly and to address issues as they arise. Lastly, resource sharing played a crucial role. Collaborating and sharing resources helped us maximize what we had, even when faced with constraints. Overall, these limitations highlight areas where we can improve in the future, especially in building resilience and flexibility into our projects. Recognizing these challenges helps us better prepare for similar situations moving forward. Thank you all so much for your time and attention today. I truly appreciate your engagement and curiosity throughout this presentation. I encourage you to keep exploring these ideas further, as continuous learning is key to growth. Remember, the concepts we've discussed are just the beginning. There's always more to discover and apply. So explore new perspectives, challenge yourself, and stay curious. Thank you once again for being such a wonderful audience.